Yo, it's your man King Castro X coming at you live and direct with another episode of the
KHANS podcast. We are on episode 15.
Episode number 15, kids. And this is my lovely, beautiful, amazing, spectacular, super duper, incredible co-host.
I appreciate it. And then this young master Juwlz, and I'm here with
King Castro X, as I said in the beginning of the episode, kids. I have not had sleep, right? So I work overnights now, guys. I don't know if you guys have been updated on this, but I work a new security job. Juwlz knows. It's like me and Juwlz switched schedules, because right before I started overnights, he was working overnights. He's now switched to mornings, and now I'm an overnight worker. And I am exhausted. But I tell you what, kids, I love my new job because what do I get to do at my job?
He gets to sit there and read comic books
all day, every day, and watch movies and trailers and get up to date on everything nerdy for you guys. And it's an absolute blast. But I will tell you, kids, I am out of it right now, and this might not be the best episode, but it's going to be fun. We're going to do our best. So,
yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. The cream always rises to the top, brother. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Macho Man Randy Savage, R.I.P. to the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Speaking of, Juwlz, I'm going to get to how you doing, brother. I'm going to ask you in just a second, but I've been watching pro wrestling like crazy lately. Just keeping up after WrestleMania. I watched WrestleMania, and then I've been keeping up with every Raw and SmackDown that's been coming out and watching AEW. And I will say, I thought WWE was trash nowadays, kids. I've been enjoying some SmackDown and Raw. It's still not great, but I've been having fun. It's just what it is. It's like reliving something that I once loved. And I still love it, obviously, but it's like a nostalgia thing. Just watching wrestling makes me feel like a kid. Same as when I read comics or fucking pick up a new VHS tape or collect a fig or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all that aside, kids, go watch some WWE. Juwlz, how you been, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm hungry. I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm not mad at that.
And I'm really high, so like the combination is
as usual
unbearable at the moment. But I'm good. About to celebrate my 51st episode. Thank you. So that's going to be an exciting thing to do. But yeah, man, just same shit. I don't know. Just
doing your thing, vibing out,
doing my thing, reading a lot of comics.
You been watching anything good on the tube?
Just Titans on the tube, like YouTube.
The TV.
On the telly?
Back in the prehistoric ages, they would call the TV the tube. Oh. They didn't like exclusively call it the tube, but like it's also known as the tube. Oh. I don't know why. I think there's like tubes in the back of the TV or something. I don't know, guys. I'm slow. But anyway, so yeah. So you've been watching Titans.
I have.
How has that been?
It is good. It is good. I have to remind myself to separate the TV show Titans from Teen Titans or anything.
Of course.
DC, just for the simple fact that the storyline is headed in a way that it makes sense for the characters involved
in the TV show.
Correct. Right. So, of course, for everybody who hasn't seen it, Batman, quote unquote, kills the Joker.
That's when I quit watching, kids.
And he leaves Gotham, and Dick and the Titans are trying to stop Red Hood and Scarecrow. That's who it is. Mm-hmm. They have released a new Fearless.
Oh, yo, so Scarecrow's a villain in it. I didn't know that. So, yeah. Kids, where I quit watching was after Bruce Wayne, as I said, murdered the Joker.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's really how Jason got back into Lazarus Pit in this storyline.
Was with Scarecrow?
With Scarecrow, yeah. He orchestrated a plan where he had somebody take Jason's body and dip it into the Lazarus Pit that Ra's al Ghul left in Gotham.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Ra's al Ghul had nothing to do with it this time. Batman doesn't even know. I don't think he's alive in this little storyline. But
you don't think Bruce is alive any longer?
No. I don't think Bruce knows that Jason's alive now.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
it was like that in the comics, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he didn't know Jason Todd lived.
Well, okay, so I'm sorry. He ends up finding out, but it's Dick who ends up finding out it's Jason. Because remember when Bruce was digging up Jason's grave back in the backyard, and he was like, "This is not him."
In the show?
Yeah, no, in the
comic or in the animated movie.
Yeah, he was like, "This is not him. How could I be stupid?" Mm-hmm. It was actually Dick Grayson going into the tomb. And
no
he wasn't
way.
There. Yeah.
I kind of like that twist. I'm not going to lie to you. That's kind of interesting. Juwlz, I want to say, and I got a couple questions for you too. Kids, spoiler alerts. I'm about to pull everything I can out of Juwlz because I haven't watched it, and he's now intrigued me by telling me Scarecrow's involved and stuff like that.
Scarecrow's a good villain.
How is he good?
He's smart, but you can tell he has like personal borderline personality disorder or something wrong with it that makes him an evil villain, and you can see that. Like, he was at one point talking to his mom, and he was just talking calm, and then he had like a schizo moment where he was like yelling at her and all this extra shit. So it's like he's a very smart individual, but he plays it really well. It's
kind of what I've always liked about the Scarecrow character. If you think back to, in the comics or like the Batman Begins movie with Christian Bale, do you remember this with Cillian Murphy? I think he played him. He's, as you said, he's very calm. Really calm, really collected, almost.
It's like devious in a sense, or
you think so?
Misleading.
It is because you don't expect, but like as you said, he can snap.
Yeah,
he's really he's vindictive. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. It's like, what is more dangerous? An individual who knows they can get away with being that type of person.
That's why he can, because he plays this front of like, oh, I'm just a psychiatrist. I'm really calm and nice.
Yeah,
and I'm a
but
nerdy
what
guy.
if? But see, like in real life, what if it's not a front? Because people really do suffer with like two different personalities.
They have issues,
and it's like, what if he just doesn't know? He really is a scientist at heart, but wants to do evil shit. But his alter ego is putting that evil shit in action.
That's crazy.
That is really crazy.
So what I wanted to say, Juwlz, is like we mentioned the fact that they changed a few things to make it work for the characters in their story. One of my cheat codes to that is I always just gash it up to it's an alternate universe or multiverse. But I was going to say, it's like that for a lot of live actions, though, like or adaptions in general, man. You get this version of Bat, this version of Spidey, and then they do it over here, and then it's a whole different version again. You know what I mean? Like they're constantly, writing their own story for it, and I think that's cool. But Bruce don't kill, kids. That's not my Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag that ain't my Bruce. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think that's so cool. I had no idea they brought Scarecrow in it as the actor. Do you know who he is?
No, but I mean, he looks like the guy from Hangover who gave him the roofies.
You were talking about Zach Galifianakis, or however you say his name.
But skinnier and I think a little taller.
Really?
Yeah, so long beard.
He's bearded.
Yeah, Scarecrow's bearded.
I've never seen him.
He actually looks really good. We saw the Scarecrow mask in the Batman memorabilia in the Batcave, but we haven't seen him wear it or anything of that sort.
Oh, that's such a tease.
Yeah.
You want him to wear it. You know what I mean? That's his thing. Does he use Go ahead.
That's to me, it's terrifying. The mask looks
especially,
so terrifying.
Cue in next question, especially with usage of the fear toxin. Now, do they use the fear toxin?
They haven't.
What are they doing? Somebody needs to rewrite this whole thing now. I'm mad now.
This one's beautiful.
You like it?
This one's beautiful, man. And Bruce wouldn't have fell for this. But anyway, what they are doing, Scarecrow and Jason, they have created, or Scarecrow has created a fear list.
I forgot you said Scarecrow and Jason are like working together at this time.
Correct.
That's crazy to me.
Yes. So, man. Okay, so you remember Hawk, the dude who played Hawk?
Oh, yeah, in the Titans.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Got you.
Okay, I want to get to where I'm going, but this is crazy. Jason's a gangster. Anyway, so Jason made, and Wayne Tech, they have this bomb where they implant it in your chest, and every heartbeat, it clicks down.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yes, so he puts it in Hawk's chest, right? And if you try to diffuse it, it blows up. If you try to move it, it blows. So anything you do, it blows up. But since Superboy is half Superman and half Lex, he's over there like speed of light trying to figure out.
And he has the intelligence to do so.
Yep, but he was like, it's 60% chance of failing, 50%. He was like, it needs to be 0. Like even 1%, it will blow up. It has to be 0. Right when he went in there, boom, blew Buddy up.
Hawk dies? What the fuck, kids? We're getting all the spoilers today. I'm just telling you guys, it is what it is.
Blows him the fuck up. But anyway, Scarecrow and Jason have this fearless gas toxin to make you fearless, right? So you will act on your desire. So if you want to kill somebody, you have no conscience to tell you to stop. So that is what Jason was taking when he went to fight the Joker. That's how he ended up dying.
Okay, that makes sense. That's what he was using.
So Jason was a junkie, basically.
Strung out.
Yeah. But anyway,
don't do drugs, kids.
Scarecrow ended up putting it in this big ass container or whatever, and Starfire and Dick are trying to stop Scarecrow in this particular time. Well, Starfire acts irrationally, shoots it with a fireball, blows up this tank, and they go down to investigate, and it's Gotham's water supply. So now they have put fearless toxin.
Starfire made this happen on accident?
On accident, yeah. Now it's in the water.
What a big mess up. Like, could you imagine being me and you are out, doing what we do, and I accidentally blow up that tank, or you actually blow up that tank? Like, there's a whole talk that needs to happen.
Oh my gosh. And now you have to watch it, right? Because oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really passionate about this because
we're giving you all the spoilers today, kids. I warned you.
He was like, oh, it's not good, blah, blah, blah.
How are we only... I don't know how long we are in, but it only took 2 or 3 minutes, and then spoilers. Like, there was no leading into this, kids. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, so Dove, Hawk's girlfriend, ended up confronting Jason, and he was like,
I like her suit.
Yeah,
it's kind of dope.
He was like, I have the detonator, and he throws her a gun. It was like, you have to kill me, to get this detonator. 3 beats later, or 3 beats left, she shoots it, and he was like, oh, this is not the trigger. That's the trigger. So Dawn ends up blowing up Hawk. That's what it was.
That's
mischievous.
That's a gangster plan.
Crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it's wild. That's a wild plan there. I don't know. I need to check it out. It sounds decent. Like, obviously there's things that we're not gonna like. As you said, they're writing it to make their stuff work for those characters.
Yeah, but it's good.
I love the guy that plays Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
he looks like Nightwing to me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm a big fan of Raven. Was it you that was telling me you just wish she could have her suit?
No, she has her suit.
Does she?
Yeah.
I heard she was walking around in just red clothes.
No, she has it now. The actor is really fine.
I don't know about that, but the reason I say that, guys, is first off, Jules knows why.
I'm sorry?
Married.
But yeah, sorry, I was thinking about her.
She was really young last I saw her, and that was in the first season. Like, I thought she was a kid. So, I don't know. So.
I looked it up and she was 19. Well, now, she's 19 now. So.
There you go, Jules. You're winning. But she has her suit now.
Yeah.
Somebody just told me that she didn't have a suit, so I'm really excited that she has a suit. How's it look?
Good, and now she's in Themyscira. And
what?
Because
they're in Themyscira.
No, she is, because Dana Troy.
Dana Troy. Diana Troy.
No, it's Donna
Troy, because Diana Prince
is
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So anyway, Donna ends up dying.
I like how we got to that, kids. That was... You ever seen the meme where, like, it's somebody sitting and, like, all the math numbers are moving around? That's what that was for us. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, she ends up dying. So they're in Themyscira, or she's in Themyscira, trying to bring her back or live the way of the Amazon. And now she's in the white Raven cloak.
No way.
Which is pretty dope. But Hawk and Donna are not. They're dead, but they're in the afterlife. And they jumped off this train because fucking Tim Drake dies. Scarecrow shoots him in the back and he dies. So he's on this train freaking out. He's like, where am I? Blah, blah, blah. And the conductor was like, you're almost at your stop. What the stop is, I don't know. But he ends up running off, and Donna doesn't know who he is because she dies way before Red Hood. So she follows him. They both jump off the train, and now these soul demons are trying to take their soul. And they're running through the forest, and Hawk just pops up in his fucking Charger and was like, get in. And now they're just in the afterlife chilling. But spoiler for me,
we've given them all this, but it doesn't matter.
No, for me, I'm upset. Fuck that.
Okay.
Don't fuck you. But anyway, of course, Tim Drake is Robin, so somehow he comes back to life. But I wonder if Donna and Hawk come back to life, because Hawk is blown up. and Donna is electrocuted. So
we'll see.
He died by electrocution. You know who wouldn't have died by electrocution?
Batman.
Because he would have had rubber soles on his feet.
Because he's the man. You know who else?
Superman.
Black Panther. That's always what you do. So I was trying to follow up you. I was trying to, match your energy. You know what I mean? It's all right.
Match my energy, eh?
I don't know what's going on then, man, because all I've heard is negativity about the Titans, and the story that you're telling me sounds kind of fire.
Yeah, see, I'm the type of person who likes things that people don't seem to like, I guess.
What you like.
Yeah, like, for the people who are Hunter x Hunter fans, everybody...
Dun, 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 dun. That's not their theme song. It just sounded like an anime theme to me.
There we go. You know, a little racist, but yeah, that's how it goes.
Sheesh. Go ahead, continue. Continue.
People didn't like the ant arc. For everybody who knows about the ant art,
Hunter x Hunter.
There was this queen ant, and if she eats something, her children is half ant, half that thing. So there was like half ant, half lions, or half ant, half armadillos, or whatever, and it was dope.
That's terrifying.
And and they have the thing called Nen, a Nen ability, which is a power specifically for you. Mm-hmm. So there was this a koala bear who's half koala bear, half ant, and he had like little pinchers or whatever.
That's crazy, dude. Who came up with this?
I don't know, but his power was to shoot. Like he was an assassin, but he shot like air projectiles or whatever, water. Dope as shit. And I don't know, it was just really good. There was these twins. I think they were twins or boyfriend and girlfriend, but they played darts. But they're darts.
First off, that comparison though, like I think they're either twins or they're fucking. Like that's pretty. There's a big line there that should be drawn. But
I guess they're all family since they come from the mom.
I guess ants do Anyway, continue.
They butt. I'm gonna have to show you that Key and Peele, the butt.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I've seen Key and Peele, but I haven't seen that bit.
That's really good. But anyway, yeah. Just going back, yeah, I like things that people don't like, so I enjoy Titans.
I think that's how you should be, though. Like, comes to whatever you collect. Like, I hear a lot of guys like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this figure because everybody else is like after." Like, man, fuck that. I don't care how much it is. Just get what you want. Comics, like, I'm gonna read what I want. It doesn't matter what's popular. If it's not good to you, it's not good to you.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't really want to read The Last Ronin, because I feel like everybody's on The Last Ronin.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. I saw.
I am on the Last Ronin train, buddy.
Have you seen the picture of the new turtles?
Yes.
They look good.
The book is out. It's over there. Oh, kids. We're live here at ImpulseCreations, where you get 30% off all pre-orders and
subscriptions.
Sorry, I almost took your entire part. That was
That's
my
all right,
fault.
man. It happens.
Yeah, guys, we're here. We're finally back at ImpulseCreations. It's been some time. We've done three episodes, guys, that you're gonna have to sit, or I guess you may have already sat through. If you haven't, go watch those episodes where we had to record at our own home. You know what I mean? Shout out to
our
houses, and where we live and raise a kid, and just keep our collectibles.
But anyway,
so. You know what I'm saying? We're finally back. It does feel good to be back. It feels very natural. It feels like we're at home because we are. ImpulseCreations, kids. Check it out. We did pick up some books today. We're going to get to the books, I promise, but we haven't got to do this in a little bit. So we're catching up on everything we watched and stuff like that. Speaking of, talking about liking things that other people don't like.
Right.
Gotham Knights, as you know, is one of my favorite video games. A lot of people hate on it. I've been reading all kinds of crazy comments, but they just dropped a new update for the game. I thought the game was dead, but it is not, kids. It still has its heart beating, and it is beating strong. What's going on with it, man? Like I said, they just dropped a brand new update. I thought it was going to be more story mode. We didn't get story mode, but it's okay. What we did get was an addition to Heroic Assault. Now, what Heroic Assault is, it's like different floors where you just fight off hordes of enemies. but they added new enemies, they added new boss fights. So now you don't just fight Mr. Freeze by himself. The first fight is Mr. Freeze and Mr. Freeze and Harley Quinn at the same time. So it's like intense. Then I just did Clayface and Freeze. Like it's a tough fight.
That's dope.
So it's cool. And like they also went back. Like they actually put in a lot of work. First off, this was a free update. So really cool. But it wasn't them just, like I said, throwing in more floors and more enemies. They went back and added, new dialogue, new voice chats, or not voice chats, but like,
interactions,
all kinds of stuff like that, man. They upped the power of the enemies and things like that. Like, added a new mod level, a new cap for you or whatever. Like, so. I'm really enjoying it, man. And here's the cool thing too. So I played with my boy Sir Treason and Tekka. Salute, you know what I mean. Sir Treason out in Britain and Tekka out in the Philippines. Got to rock with them for a little bit. Also, really both cool nerds or whatever. But anyway, so we played that, right. We started about 8 a.m. and we were rocking till about noon. You know what I mean. And we didn't even we made it to floor 10. So we still have 5 floors to go. So that's the thing. It's a free update, and it took us 5 hours just to do that little bit of stuff. Like it's been really nice. And then on top of all that, me and Joe, my wife, guys, as you know, her Joe Miller, stand-up comedian. So almost said socks on her off. Soul Tap podcast. So let's talk about podcasts. Go check it out, kids. I almost plugged your podcast. That would have been crazy.
It's cool. Hold on. So Soul Tap stands for.
So let's talk about podcasts. Yes, sir. SOLTAP. My wife's getting all the free plugs.
That's cool.
Yeah, she came up with that with her sister. She's a brilliant woman. That's why I married her.
They are hilarious.
They are very funny. We've got to do an episode with them, guys. Go check that out. But me and my wife just started Death Note together.
Oh.
And she's loving it. And so I'm working my way into getting her into the anime world. You know what I'm saying? Trying my best. I keep suggesting tentacles, and she's not into it. But whatever, kids. That's on a different topic. So yeah, man. Death Note's been pretty cool. And then we'll talk about the trailers and stuff that have came out the back end of this. Let's get into some comics, Juwlz. So we read some comics this week, kids. Last episode I didn't get to read as much. Juwlz did. But I did get some reading done last night, and I also have some new pickups that I'm very happy about. I came up here today, finally got to pick up my subscription, kids, and I finally got to read some books that I've really been wanting to read, and Juwlz has also been waiting for me to read, so I'm really excited. Juwlz, how did your reading go this week?
Yeah. So it went really well.
Mm-hmm.
I read the new Nightwing. They just dropped a Dungeons and Dragons comic book,
which is a really random pickup for you to me. I didn't know you were into that.
So I enjoy playing D&D.
Right.
I just don't do it often.
I thought that was just such a unique selection.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool that you're reading that now.
Yeah. So that one's a good one. Bishop War College I picked up.
Nice.
That's getting good. But yeah, just reading a lot. I'm trying to read, like I said, Beyond the White Knight. There is going to be a new comic series called Generation Joker.
It's a Batman book, kids. Beyond the White Knight.
Oh, yes, that one is. But
yeah.
This one, Generation Joker, is going to be Harley and Joker's children.
Right.
A boy and a girl. They're not fucking. I know that for certain. Actually, I don't.
You will see. To be continued, kids.
To be continued. But yeah, that comes out, I believe, next month. So that's going to be a really good one. But yeah, just trying to stay relevant, man, and this little lifestyle we got going on.
Right on.
That's about it. We can go into reviews, but
yeah, I was going to ask you. Like I said, I really think Dungeons and Dragons is a very unique pickup. Now, as you guys know, if you've been watching the show, me and Juwlz have got to dabble a little bit in D&D in real life. Shout out to Critical Hit out here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to Cam Porter.
Every Monday at 6 p.m. they have a community D&D night, so make sure you go support him at that.
Definitely do that if you guys want to play D&D. even if you're new to it, if you've never played, it's a safe, open space.
Oh, yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean? They got dungeons and things. Go watch the episode, kids. We sat down with them live in the dungeon and got to talk to them about D&D and
for sure.
VHS tapes and professional wrestling and stuff. It was really cool. You know what I'm saying? But we both like D&D. Me and Juwlz got the opportunity to actually play D&D together one time thus far. We plan on starting a game sometime. But we got to play at what was that con we went to? I think that's our first con together, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called.
Will Eisner.
Yeah, go check out that episode if you haven't seen that as well.
Guys, we're throwing them back today.
Hey, throw it back.
Hey yo, why were you just so into? Yeah, throw it. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, so we got to play a game of D&D. I'm telling you, go ahead, and I'm telling the story.
No, it's all right.
We got to play D&D some time back, man, and we had a really fun experience. I ripped out somebody's throat.
With your mouth.
With my mouth. It was intense. Juwlz did magic. So
you gave him that chomp chomp 9,000.
Chomp chomp. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, kids. But yeah, so we did that, and then Juwlz recently got to go play D&D at a Critical Hit. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what's first off inspiring you to pick up this book, and then second, like, how do you like it? What's it about, man?
Yeah, man. So like I was saying, I wanted to get into more of the realm of D&D. Just the imagination aspect and having the people engulf themselves in something that is not really there, but in our minds is there. Like I was saying,
imagination. Kids.
That's a really good one.
I need that rainbow.
If you can edit that rainbow, that'd be so cool.
I will do my best, kids. You guys will see. We'll see. It might not be anything, but imagination. It's just rainbow. Go ahead. Continue.
Aqualad.
Chill.
Anyway, just to have these people.
Inside joke.
Yeah, just having these people just loving to be there and being their character was really fun. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's just something I want to get into. It's a good way to meet people, a good way to network. But this book here, the second one just dropped today.
Nice.
I didn't know. Nice. So this one, guys, is going to be the D&D.
What is happening?
Episode. I can't speak in accent.
Episode. I'm horrible at it too. My wife.
It's going to be issue number 2, and this is what it looks like.
So you've read issue 1.
I have read issue 1. So basically, this is going to be a
give us regular Juwlz.
This is going to be a draw on the 1983 TV show that was out, the D&D. So all these characters are the characters that you'll find in that TV show.
Nice.
And basically they go to actually it's the oddest thing. They have a Dungeons and Dragons carnival ride, and in that carnival ride it shoots them into the world of D&D. Mm-hmm. And they meet Dungeon Master, which is a little white man with white hair around his head but not on the top of his head, and they have their own little powers that specific to them, right? And their whole goal is to bring peace to this land and to defeat Venger. And in issue 1, I think it's going off of the final episode of the TV show, because the final episode they did a comic book episode, if that makes sense. So the whole episode was just a comic book and somebody narrating what was going on. So
really?
It was pretty cool. But they had to defeat Venger or whatever the case may be. So now they're tired, trying to get rest. Mm-hmm. And Hank, this guy is their leader. He was like, we need to get up. We need to try to get home, because that's their big objective. They're still not home yet. But everybody's like, dude, we're like in 7th, 8th grade or wherever.
So they're kids.
Yeah.
Except
they're like
Hank.
14.
How old is Hank?
So the youngest is going to be 9, but they're all like 14, 13.
Okay. Hank looks like a grown He-Man.
And then Uni's a kid too.
That's a horse.
Unicorn.
Nice.
So disrespect.
He got mad kids. That's dope.
But yeah, man, they're like, dude, we can just stay here. This like they said he found his true love, a
14-year-old.
Yeah. She had like this guy that she liked or whatever. But anyway, everything's going well for them. They're like, Hank, we probably don't want to go home, but they're getting attacked right now by some monsters. So this is where it's going to pick up. It wasn't long. The issue wasn't long. It was like a couple of pages, which was odd, but
That's awesome. The fact that you went back, right? That you're you're committed enough to this to go back and watch the, what'd you say, 1983 Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. That's really awesome. How was the cartoon?
Very, very, very corny.
Yeah, I've been watching.
It was good.
I can relate though. Corny. I've been watching I've been watching He-Man, as you know, from back then as well, and it's. Shout out to our He-Man people, you know what I mean? Like, respect to you guys, but it's not my favorite. But what I have been watching is the old Planet of the Apes cartoon from that era, too. But anyway, continue. Tell me how you feel about the cartoon some more, or is that it?
Yeah, it's just really corny. I mean, it's good, but
you enjoy it, though?
Yeah, I was just ready for it to end.
Nice. Now he's like, I just need this for the comic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because they said, I mean, of course, this is literally picking up, after the TV show, and then they said the new D&D movie referenced some of the shit in the 1983.
Are you gonna peep that? Because Michelle Rodriguez, big fan.
Is she cute?
I had the biggest crush on her for the longest time as a youngster.
Perfect.
She's Letty in Fast and Furious.
I didn't watch Fast and Furious.
That's all right.
After they started saving the world, after being
you saw the first two though?
I think so.
She's in it.
Okay.
Anyway, those movies aren't worth watching anyway.
I just love giving him a hard time, man. But no,
is that what you were doing? I didn't notice.
A little bit. But yeah, man, they're actually they said there's 2 comic books that is a prequel to the D&D movie that
that's cool.
We can look up. So I'm looking forward to that as well, but yeah.
That's dope. Like I said, I just think it's cool as hell that you know what I mean, you're reading this. It's a really unique pickup. Makes me feel like I need to journey out of the superhero realm again and find something different. You know what I mean?
It's good for sure. It's really good.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I'm happy you're reading it. The art and everything decent too.
Yeah. It actually looks really good.
That's cool.
Of course, 1983 is not going to look good, but they look damn near spot on to the characters. Like, of course, more high def, for her,
right?
For Hank, but everybody else looks damn near identical to the 1983.
That's really awesome, man. Yeah. That's really awesome. Written by Booher, I see, and art by Cam Badius. I can't say his last name.
So who's this person?
That's the penciler or the writer, not the writer. Sorry, the word person, the person that does the words. Man, well, I've been getting into some new books as well. As you know, I read issue number 9 of Daredevil. What was it, 2 weeks ago or whatever. I just recently read issue 10 last night, man, written by Chip Zdarsky, and I think it's Marco Chichetto. I don't know how to say his name, man, but really enjoying it. Basically, I gave you the rundown outside. I'll give you the rundown again. What's going on is Daredevil's going up against a group, as you guys know, the Hand. If you guys know anything about Daredevil, they're an evil ninja group, you know, and a bunch of assassins and things, and they have their little plans and try to ruin the world or whatever. But Daredevil has now created a group with Elektra, his wife. He's married now, kids. You know what I'm saying? Called the Fist. Jules loves that. The Fist.
Hey, Castro. I guess love is blind.
Because he's blind, kids. That's just making fun of blind people now. Whatever. No, that's hilarious. So yeah, they have a group, a gang. Called the Fist now, and that gang's made out of criminals that they've taken from prison. They went and bailed, didn't bail them out. They broke them out, took them to this island, you know what I mean, where they rehabilitated them. And Daredevil's whole plan is like, I'm gonna, get you guys out of prison, give you freedom again, but you got to change your ways and basically aid me in my cause to defeat the Hand. You know what I'm saying? And so that's going on. But also, this is like a real dark and gritty Daredevil, which first off, that's Castro's bag. So, you know what I'm saying? Really dope. But the Avengers end up pulling up. Supposedly there's a conspiracy that Elektra has killed the president. She blew him up. You know what I mean? And on top of that, as I said, they just freed a whole prison full of criminals. So, you know what I mean? The Avengers pull up on some, like, not today. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do that. You know what I mean? So, they end up getting into it with the Avengers. There's a really, really amazing Spider-Man and Daredevil dialogue, because Daredevil and Spider-Man are low-key, like, really close. Spidey views Daredevil as a father in a lot of comic books, you know what I mean? So they're really, really close, and Spidey's basically, you know, Spidey's personality, he's just begging him, like, hey, dude, like, I don't want to do this, like, let's not do this. And Daredevil's head over heels with, you know what I mean, like, I have to complete my mission, you know what I'm saying? But also, like, the dialogue, and it's him in his head saying, like, Spider-Man, he's the best out of all of us. He's a truly good man, but a good man's not enough to get the job done, and stuff like that. I'm like, Bruce Wayne? It's written by the same guy that's doing the current Batman, so might be why there's some correlation. But anyway, he ends up beating up Spidey to a degree. He ends up restraining Spidey. You know what I'm saying? And he go ahead.
I'm sorry. How you restrain him? Because Spider-Man is strong as hell.
He actually had this bomb thing. So as in the middle of that dialogue, you know, Spidey thinks he gets through to Daredevil, and they go into hug. You know what I mean? Because they're close. You know what I mean? He's like, it's all good, like, whatever, love. But he slips a bomb in his shit. You know what I'm saying? And this bomb just blows up with web and gets Spider-Man stuck, and he can't get out. So cool. This web, cool thing about it, like, puts pressure onto Spidey. It's not just regular sticky web. It applies, like, weight, so, like, he can't move. You know,
plus gravity as well. So
kind of, yeah. So it was really cool to see that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he goes up on this mountain after that fight. He goes up on the mountain, and Elektra's still dealing with. I didn't bring this up, but as I said, they were fighting the Avengers, so she's still dealing with Captain America and Iron Man and stuff. And she ends up getting knocked down or whatever, you know what I mean? And they get into the dialogue of, like, your guys' way isn't working. Like, I explained this to you outside, but this is for you guys. Your guys' way isn't working, basically. You know what I'm saying? You guys lock them up so they can get back out, and you can chase them again. It makes no sense. We're doing something. We're actually fighting for a cause. We are rehabilitating these criminals, you know, and turning them into, you know, do-gooders. You know what I mean? People that, like us, that want to change the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's illegal. You guys want to lock me up? And she's telling them basically, like, yo, the Hand is the one who killed the president. It wasn't me. And Cap's like, well, guys, let me just lock you away and we'll talk about it later. You know how Cap is. So that's kind of what's going on with that. But anyway, Daredevil's making his way up this mountain, and he runs into a guy named Goldie. Goldie, if you guys have read older issues, is a lawyer that actually helped Matt Murdock through a case he was on trial for, a murder case. I don't know how that turned out. I actually had to Google who Goldie was. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, he gets to talking to Goldie. Goldie's on some, basically don't give up. Like, everything you've done isn't without purpose. Like, there's a reason you're doing this. And he's like, I don't know what to do. Like I said, Daredevil in this is really going through some trials, man. He's hurt, and he doesn't know how to feel.
Why is he upset?
Well, as I said, the world's crumbling around him. Daredevil's often a dark character. I haven't got to read issues previous to issue 9. Like I said, I actually just picked those up today, which I'll reveal to you guys here soon. But you know what I'm saying? So as far as the real reason he's upset in this comic, this particular run, I'm uncertain. But he's always troubled, and from what I'm gathering, like, it seems as if a lot of things are going bad right now. So, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has the Hand that's after him and his wife. He just wants peace. He kind of wants to quit doing the Daredevil thing. He wants a break, you know what I mean? But it's not letting him, and it never does let him. Daredevil's the type of person that, you know what I mean? He's always going to be troubled with the burden of, like, I got to do the right thing. I got to stop this. There's crime. I must, you know, prevent this. You know what I mean? So that's kind of his big thing. But anyway, he gets to talking to Goldie or whatever, man. And they're, like I said, he's trying to convince him not to give up or whatever. And he's like, I just don't know what to do. And he's like, leave and then come back and save everyone. And so Goldie picks up a rock or whatever and hits the snow, and, like, then there's this giant avalanche, and then you know what I mean? The Avengers are like, dude, we gotta go, flee, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, Spidey's like, yo, we can't leave Daredevil. Like, and you see the characteristics of who Spider-Man is, of just like, yo, that's my friend, like, I care about him so much. Anyway, it was a really beautiful issue, kids. I think they have one more issue to come. I think. I may be incorrect, though. But I'm really excited to see what else is going on. So that was my Daredevil read, issue 10. Here's issue 9 right here, kids. You know what I'm saying? I read that last week. And then let me go ahead and show off my issue 10 for you here. And then if you don't mind, really quick, Juwlz, I did pick up a couple extra Daredevil books. So I want to just show that to the audience really quick as we proceed here.
Yeah, do your thing. Sorry, I'm just over here thinking, an island that has snow?
So like an island. By that I just mean like a remote place.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because, I'm sorry.
So here's the issue I read today, kids. Issue Daredevil 10. Really cool read. But then today, guys, I actually got to pick up my subscription and do a tiny bit of hunting, which is awesome because I haven't got to hunt in a while. But I'm listening to you, Juwlz.
Oh, this cover art looks really good.
Got to get issue 1, so I plan on reading back on that. Again, this is written by Chip Zdarsky, and then I got to issue 3. So what I'm trying to do, kids, as you guys know, is collect the whole run. So in due time, I will have all of them. Since it's only up to issue 10 right now, it shouldn't be that hard to gather the books or whatever, man. But go ahead.
Wizards Asylum may have it.
True indeed, true indeed.
That's where I got, I picked up another. Okay, so the thing I like about Wizards is they have really good cover art on some of their books. Like, I've seen some
Wizards is
cover
cool. I like Wizards.
Yeah, I've seen some cover art over there was really nice.
But the thing with Wizards is they only have that section.
Yeah, that really,
and then it's board games and stuff. So shout out to them. But I did see that Impulse here has certain issues that I am missing. So I'm probably just going to pick up from the home store and then maybe hit Empire. But that's the thing with collecting, kids. You got to go all over the place. And that's how you collect your or put your collection all the way together. But yeah, Daredevil was a really good read, man. What do you got?
So, for people who remember, Deadpool with the Carnage symbiote, the new one just dropped today.
Nice.
Issue 6. Oh, that's a thing.
Nice.
So he finds love with
beautiful.
Oh, Dr. She has an Asian last name. I think it's like Wing or something.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. The writer is Wong, but Valentine is her name. And with this issue, Carnage is now out of Deadpool, and he is now trying to survive. At the very last issue, they defeat the girl who was trying to capture him or whatever, and now it's so interesting because the group that Valentine works for is like an assassin group, and now all the assassins are coming after Valentine and Deadpool because they were not supposed to see each other. She was supposed to kill Deadpool, whatever. But hopefully this issue, we get to see the other assassins and see them fight. Sorry, I'm high, so
you're good.
This is, and I haven't read this in such a long time, but this one is one I'm really looking forward to, as you can see.
So, if you guys watch the show, you do know. How you doing? You do know that Juwlz here is a really big Punchline fan, and he has been waiting for this book to come out for some months since actually we started the show.
Yeah.
So
look, it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. Check this out.
So we finally got Punchline, the graphic novel here that you're trying to read.
And what I really enjoy about graphic novels is they have 2
covers, basically.
Yeah.
Huh?
So this is without the thing, which is dope.
Really awesome. If you open it up, it's a whole picture.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but check it out.
But basically, this is Alexis K, and Alexis K is a really big fan of the Joker, and she's in college right now. She is very smart.
Punchline is Alexis K.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. And just like Harley, very smart woman, but she loves how the Joker is himself, just authentic. How do you say
authentic?
Authentic.
Authentic. Continue.
But yeah, she just really is a fan of the Joker, and they have. Sorry, all my thoughts are going together. So after the Joker War, we talked about this earlier. After the Joker War, she gets arrested, right? Mm-hmm. And now this is the prelude to that. So she's a big fan of the Joker, and she wears a Joker shirt, like
a t-shirt.
Yeah,
nice.
Because Joker ended up
reminds me of like a band tee. When you're a fan of a band, you wear the band tee. And she wears a Joker tee. That's cool.
Yeah, well, because Joker ended up killing a lot of people with his laughing gas, and at this college, to give people hope, they said wear your favorite superhero TV or your favorite superhero
so she
shirt.
Wears a Joker
she
tee.
Wears the Joker, and
Fire.
The dean is talking to her, and this is like 3 pages in, but the dean is talking to her, and he's like, hey, I want to be your friend, you knew this was gonna. She's like, chill out, you're not trying to be my fucking friend, you are afraid that what I'm doing out loud people believe in silent. Mm-hmm. You're afraid that this can actually be something more than what you want it to be. You guys are afraid of me because of the power that I have, and that's where I stopped at. But she ends up meeting the Joker. Of course, she's in the Joker War. She was a big factor. She ended up damn near killing Harley in the Joker War. But this is going to go over her early life, and then the Joker.
So is this like origin of Punchline?
Yeah. So it's called Punchline: The Trials of Alexis K. So basically, what's in this book is going to be Punchline number 1, Punchline backup stories from the Joker 1 through 15.
Nice, man.
Yeah, so like all of the Joker books is in here, plus her storyline and whatever. And this is going to go with Punchline Gotham Games.
Okay, and is that a current thing, or what is that?
It just ended.
Okay,
nice.
Was
6 issues. I have all 6. But yeah, there's that, and then there's going to be new Joker one-shots, and then there's going to be a new Joker series, I believe, which looks really good. Looks really cool. There's a cover art with Joker in a Santa Claus outfit with a baby Robin in his lap, which is pretty dope.
That's fire.
But yeah, so I'm a big fan of Joker. Punchline was something different for me. I don't know, just a new character. Her personality is really dope because she really is like that anarchist that really wants to see a change. Like she really.
So what's so cool about you saying that is it sounds as if she is Harley with, in respect to Harley with a cause.
Yeah, because Harley fell in love with Joker.
That's why she does what she does.
Because of who, yeah.
It sounds like Punchline has a mission, a reasoning behind why she does what she does. She likes Joker, but...
I mean, she loves Joker.
I haven't got to read her, guy.
She loves him. But I mean, I'll let you read the Joker War. Joker War was phenomenal.
Sure. Is that graphic novel or issues?
Graphic
send
novel.
It over when you get time.
Yeah, for sure. But she actually loves the Joker. But again, Harley fell in love with Joker, his mind,
right?
How twisted he is. She fell in love because it's like, I don't think Joker really has a heart. I mean, he loves Punchline,
right?
But I think she fell in love with his cause, his heart.
She feels like he's a revolutionary of sorts.
Yeah, like he is doing
bringing
something,
on the new age.
Yeah, he is doing something that not everybody is man enough to do, and I love that about this man. I would do everything.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, so it's a different type of love.
But what about like in Joker's head? That's not how he's thinking though. He's just doing what he does always, right?
Yeah.
Or is she changing him at all?
So.
Probably not changing.
We talked about the Joker War in previous episodes, but there was one thing that he said, because she was like, oh, all you care about is the bat or something. And he was like, well, duh. And she hits him, and he was like, okay, I'm just kidding. After I kill everybody.
He be lying,
he was like, after I kill everybody, you can have this whole block or this whole section. So he gives her like things, and he appreciates her. So
Which is a huge dynamic switch up from him and Harley.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. It's like people who are used to Harley and Joker, he's abusive, he talks down to her, blah, blah, blah. But like in The Man Who Stops Laughing, there's a Joker who really cares for Harley.
Right.
And in Generation Joker, him and Harley have children. So depending on which...
The version of Joker.
Yeah, which version of Joker you're getting. I like the this is my girl. Like, like their relationship, if I'm thinking it is what it is, it's like a Romeo and Juliet, like I will die for you type thing.
To quote Suicide Squad. Shout out to Juwlz here.
Will you die for me? No, that's too easy.
Will you live for me? This is the second podcast in which this has happened.
Yeah, you gotta understand, people don't like that Joker, but that Joker in Harley was just beautiful.
So, guys, just so you know, he's talking about Suicide Squad, Jared Leto Joker, which I am not a fan of.
Why?
Hey, but didn't we talk about liking things other people didn't like? It's cool. Like I dislike him. I think he's corny.
He shot Common.
Why would you shoot him? He's a brilliant MC.
He was
brilliant.
Oh, you like what you see? Yeah, but that Harley, by far the finest.
She was great as a Harley.
Finest Harley.
What's her name?
Margot
Robbie did phenomenal. She did a really good job. Well, that's dope, man. Every time you talk about Punchline, I realize how much I don't know this character, and I probably need to, especially because she's associated with the Joker and the Bat.
Yeah, and she was a real big factor in the Joker War. Like I said, damn near killed Harley. But this is what she looked like pre
kind of
Joker.
Like a alt vibe, gothy.
Yeah. And she basically, like I said, she's smart because she was like,
if you want to show the audience,
yeah, they're cool enough, I guess.
Give them a little taste, a little look.
But that's Punchline. So you can see she has that rebel look, that rebel mentality,
right?
But then when she embraces it, she turns into Punchline, and okay. Oh, that's a little spoiler.
Spoilers looking ruined in the book form, so that's awesome. That's awesome.
But no, she just seems like a real fun character, and I want a girlfriend like that.
Okay,
like I want a girl to be like that type of man. I will do anything for.
I knew there was as any man and woman in reverse deserve. Yeah. You know, they want to love. But I knew there was a little crush going on with you on Punchline. It only makes sense. We all have our crushes. I love Raven because she reminds me. Well, I love Raven. Like Raven was my biggest crush for the longest time. I now have my wife who is very dark and angry, and she's also really sweet. Guys, don't get it twisted. She's an amazing woman, but she does have like a lot of Raven tendencies, and I'm like, hell yeah.
But see that you wouldn't like the Titans Raven because she's
softer.
Yeah, she's that, but I mean, like she was in Themyscira and she was like, you guys are cowards. This is why Donna left, because Raven tried to bring Dana back with
Donna.
Yeah, Dana. It's okay because
isn't Dana
it's fucking
Black Canary?
Yes, that's nice. What it is. That's why I was so confused.
Comic-Con high five.
Yeah, it is. We don't have the sip time, but we got the Comic-Con.
You can have the last sip of my lemon water.
That's okay. No. Yeah, I just don't like this Raven. But Blackfire is in.
That's Starfire's sister, correct?
Bad. She's all
right.
She's fucking Superboy, but that's okay.
Anyway,
I wish I could fuck Blackfire.
She reminds me of She-Go from Kim Possible. They have similar vibes.
She go thick as hell.
Anyway, kids.
She go through my mind all the days.
So Punchline, man, I'm glad you're reading that. This is a book we both read. I don't know how long we've been recording. We got some work to do today, kids. So we haven't got to record in the shop for a while, so we're here. Hope you guys are enjoying a longer, lengthier episode.
I mean, this is normal time, really.
Is it?
An hour 45 is normal range.
Hour 45?
An hour or 45
I was like,
minutes.
oh my God, that is not normal. We usually keep it to an hour.
45 to an hour. My bad.
So, Nightwing issue 103, Juwlz, you read it. I read it.
Yeah, I did.
I enjoyed it. If you guys don't know, I've been a Nightwing fan, but we both have been sharing in the love for the Nightwing. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest dick of them all.
The one and only real dick worth having, kids. Dick Grayson. We've been loving the book. I will say, I do got a synopsis. I can either read the synopsis here, or I can go off head with you right now, and we can just kind of talk about what the book was about.
Do your thing.
Okay. So I'm not a good writer, kids. So obviously the Titans go to hell to fight Neron. But just as they make it, though, Neron heads to Earth to go meet up with, what's his name? grinning man and find Olivia. If you guys don't know, in the previous issues, Olivia is a super-powered little girl who is the daughter of, what's his name? Blockbuster,
yeah.
And what's that other lady's name? Got her head cut off. They talked about it in the book. I knew I should have wrote it down. The Titans speak with Blaze, and she knows the Titans speak with Blaze, and she has information. Blaze is a lady that has beef with Neron down in hell, and she happens to have information as Neron's left. You know, nobody's policing hell. She has information in regards to how to get to their database in hell. I guess hell has a database, a big computer where they keep all their contracts or whatever that may be. So that's pretty cool. Seeing some flaws in the contract whenever Dick Grayson finally gets over there with Teen Titans. Also, I do want to plug up the fact that they're all wearing retro outfits except Nightwing. Cyborg looks retro. Beast Boy looks retro. You know what I mean? All of them look retro. It's really cool. Seeing some flaws in the contract. One being the guardianship not being signed by both parents, i.e. the mom, you know what I'm saying, because she died or whatever. Nightwing ends up adopting this young Olivia to prevent that contract from being allowed to happen. Neron currently has a contract to take Olivia to hell and use her for whatever he wants to use her for. But as Nightwing has signed up for guardianship in that book, that can no longer happen. Neron pops up on Nightwing, and if I'm missing anything, you can cover me on the back end. But he pops up on Nightwing as Nightwing is finishing up that paperwork, and offers Nightwing a deal. He's like, hey, how about this? I give you superpowers, the speed of Flash, the power of Superman. Then you can be the equivalent of your other superhero buddies if you allow me to complete this contract. Now, kids, I don't think Nightwing's obviously going to stick with it, but currently where the book ends, minus the little side story, which is cool, you can talk about that as well if you'd like, you know what I'm saying, or please do, you know what I'm saying. Nightwing has powers, kids, so I'll let Juwlz pick up from here.
Yeah, so after every Nightwing series, or starting in 100, at the very end of the book, they have John Kent and Nightwing detective sons, basically.
Right.
And I forgot how the story popped off, but Dick and John are now... sorry, I made two Dick jokes in my head. But Dick and John are now at the circus, and they are trying to find clues on what's going on.
They're investigating. So what happened? There was an accident there.
Yeah, there was an accident.
Somebody cut the ropes for the trapeze artist and also planted a bomb.
Yes. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, I got your back.
Yes. But anyway,
that's why there's two of us.
Yes, that is true. But now they are. They were talking to this little kid, and because. Go ahead, buddy. I don't know if I can.
So in this current issue, as I said, they are investigating everybody in the circus. You did great, brother. They are investigating everybody in this circus, and they've now investigated everybody but this little kid. They were investigating the mom, and Superman uses his, ability to where like he can see their breathing or whatever, their heart rate and stuff like that, and he could tell the mom wasn't lying when she said, I would never cut the ropes, like that's crazy, never endanger people, this and that. Nightwing pays attention to his body manners, being Superman, John Kent, and now knows that she's not lying either. So there's one person left, and it's the kid. And so he goes and talks to the kid one-on-one, and the kid reveals why he did it. He apologizes. He's overly sorry. He didn't want to get anybody hurt. His whole mission in cutting the ropes at this circus was to try to put himself in kind of a dangerous situation because he doesn't want to be a trapeze artist. His mom is fully concentrated on, like, you have to go to your training and this and that. And, like, the kid just wants to live a normal freaking life. I personally thought it was really kind of sad and also beautiful how Nightwing handled it. He's like, hey, the kid's tired of feeling like a freak. Kids at school call him a freak because he doesn't get to go to like birthday parties or do normal people stuff. And Nightwing's like, hey man, like superheroes are freaks too. Like it's good to stand out, like be yourself and be great, basically. You know what I'm saying? And the mom overhears, and they fix their little situation or whatever. And then Nightwing and John Kent get out of the tent, and John Kent really highlights what Nightwing just did there. He's like, you just sent them, the mother and the kid, on a whole new path of life. And I think that's beautiful. That's why we're heroes. And he leans over, because in this side story going on in the Nightwing books, Nightwing is training John Kent as to how to be a better superhero and things like that. And anyway, John Kent highlights that, and he says, as I said, like, this is why I'm a hero. And Nightwing says to him, I thought I was supposed to be training you, but you taught me something. He's, we can all teach each other something. Anyway, yeah. But then they're like, this is where it ends, kids. But now we got to figure out who planted the bomb or whatever happened. Yes. I hope that was a decent review, but
yeah,
what did you think of the book?
Sorry, guys. I don't know why. So sometimes my mind thinks of a lot of things while I'm talking.
It's all right.
So in my mind, I thought about 5 different things that were going on with the story, but I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the fact that Dick saw a different lifestyle of the circus life, because they were saying John and Dick were talking, and he was like, "Hey, that kid was like you, blah blah blah." He was like, "No, I actually liked the circus. You know, like that was my life. Like being." He
loved it. And then John Kent references that actually wasn't your life, though. It's not how you grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you were actually raised by Bruce. But yeah, that was a cool, like, dynamic. Seeing that kid who's like, oh, dude, this is lame. I hate the circus. And then Dick Grayson, like, that was my escape. That was my childhood that I didn't get.
For sure. Yeah, I enjoyed the book. I'm really interested. I'm hoping they make it its own series itself.
Just John Kent and Superman.
Yeah, just for the simple fact, like we said before, they had the World's Finest with Superman and Batman. Right. This would be cool to see, quote unquote, the sidekicks have their own little mini story, like Detective Sons or whatever.
Yeah, that would be
really cool. So I'm enjoying Nightwing. I'm enjoying the pairing of the two. So I'm looking forward to it.
I do like their dynamic together. Really quick, I wanted to backtrack just a tiny bit, as you said. You know what I mean? They had 2 different lives in the circus. I think that's absolutely incredible because of the fact, like I said, that kid wanted to get out of the circus because he felt like it was taking away from his childhood. Dick Grayson misses the circus because he feels Batman took his childhood. And I just thought that was a beautiful comparison there. Mm-hmm. Like, they both feel like, they missed their childhood or whatever. So that was really cool. I enjoyed the book. As I told you in the car, I felt this issue was kind of a bit rushed. It was really bare bones. There wasn't a lot of meat in there. They got to Hell. They got to Blaze. Neron was gone. And then next thing you know, we're at Neron. So I was like, there was nothing really heavy there except for the fact, like, Nightwing has powers now.
Yeah. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, there wasn't action.
There wasn't any fights or anything.
Yeah, the only action we got was Neron
punching down some dude in the face.
I think it was Blaze, because Blaze went to go challenge him. Like, you really lost to a little kid.
He did punch her in the mouth.
Yeah. But that was the only action we got, because issues 100 to 102. There was the prison break. Mm-hmm. There was the fight with the other Nightwing.
The prison break's still my favorite with Titans. Go.
Yeah. So
cool.
I can see why it was rushed, but now 104
about to go down.
To be that shit.
Because Nightwing got powers, kids. So
because what if he I think he's going to outsmart Neron, get the powers temporarily, defeat Neron.
I think whatever's going to happen, I think you're right. It's going to be a temporary thing. Nightwing's not going to have powers, kids. Don't get your hopes up.
It's overrated.
But he is about to take over the Justice League, from what I hear. So
yeah, for sure. And again, make sure y'all check out the Titans run. That's going to be.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be like side shit, or if they're going to finish with Nightwing 1-0 whatever after defeating Neron and then going over to.
I think they'll continue with Nightwing.
You think so?
Yeah, because they do Superman and Justice League books. Like, you know what I mean? It's their bread and butter. They're getting paid. So I think they'll keep both books running, man. Like I said, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm loving Nightwing. It's just been awesome. You have read back. I need to read back a little bit. I started issue 100, so I'm issue 103 right now. You know what I mean? But
make sure you go to Nightwing 95 or not 95, 92 or some shit like that. No, actually, I think it started in 83.
Okay.
Nightwing 83. Just because it has Dick going to Bloodhaven. He wants to start over after Infinity Crisis. I need to read Infinity Crisis because he gets shot in the head and took it over.
Deathstroke.
Yeah, and Deathstroke shot Beast Boy in the face. Oh, we saw that. But anyway, it's beautiful. Just him going to Bloodhaven, and it's a different, because Bloodhaven is bright. You know how Gotham's real dark, but it's just real bright, and seeing how in his own way Dick took over and was beloved by Bloodhaven, because that's something Bruce never did, was be Bruce in front of Gotham. You know, and Barbara is his big support. Oh my goodness, she's just so great. Why can't I have a wife? Anyway, yeah, just seeing how he uses his own personality instead of a persona as Nightwing to win over the people, because now it's like we fuck with the vigilantes, but Dick is going to be our beacon of light, just because he just hangs out and just dangles Dick everywhere.
No, I think that's really cool. The fact that he's trying to be able to just be himself,
for sure, yeah,
instead of having to put on the mask. You can get a lot more done without the mask,
for sure. Yeah, I mean, and again, Alfred gave him billions of dollars, but
he's paid. Yeah,
there's this one part, and you know, Dick was like, I don't know if we can be together, Barbara, blah blah blah, and she was like, no, it's what'd she say? It's Oracle and Nightwing, Batgirl and Robin, Dick and Barbara. And I was like, oh, that's so cute.
That's dope. That's beautiful.
Really cool.
Like I said, kids, issue number 103, Nightwing. Go check that out. Last but not least on the comic book list, we have one more book for you guys. That was Planet of the Apes, issue 1. For those of you that don't know, you're about to. For those of you who know, you know why I wanted to read Planet of the Apes. I'm the biggest Planet of the Apes fan in the world. I love it. I always say Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, all that. That's not my trilogy. That's not my run of films. They're great films, but I'm a Planet of the Apes fan. Planet of the Apes is my trilogy, kids. Talking about the current new ones or whatever. But you know what I mean? The book I thought was really cool. Again, it was a quick read, which isn't a bad thing. What this issue was about is basically showing everything that happened. If you've seen the films, which Juwlz actually just checked out, shout out to Juwlz, young master here. You know what I'm saying? It's everything that happened immediately after the Golden Gate war they had. Whenever Caesar overthrows, you know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily overthrows. They escape or whatever and escape that little zoo thing, whatever. Anyway, and you know what I'm saying? And beat up the cops on the Golden Bridge and run into the forest in San Francisco. So it's everything from there. So you meet this new character. I don't remember her name, but she's a military soldier. You know what I'm saying? And she swears up and down that she just wants to protect the apes, which is really cool. She talks to the apes and stuff and is doing her best. Now, these are caged apes on an airplane, you know, but they're also intelligent. They have the ALZ 112 virus as well. So, like, they're intelligent. They do sign and things like that. You know what I mean? She really wants to protect the apes, but it also does flashbacks. So it first flashes to 2015. Then the flash after that goes back into 2000. I think it was 14, where
I didn't finish it, so I don't know.
Okay, do you mind if I go into it?
Go ahead.
2014, where they, you know, show a little war that they had called the Highway to Hell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, the ACDC. Okay, yeah. Yes.
The big highlight of this, though, is the terrorist group that's going on. This is the problem in the book. The protagonist?
Yeah.
Antagonist, if you will. Sorry. And that is this terrorist group who wants to not only kill the apes, but kill humans. Humans that sympathize with the apes. So you got these terrorists, and then you got another side, and that's the humans that want to find the cure for the 113 or ALZ 113 or 112 or whatever it's called, which is the simian disease, as the humans have started calling it, simian flu, which is what's made the apes intelligent, which was created in the lab. Shout out James Franco. But also it's
what's killing the humans.
It's turning the humans into apes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what happens in the movie. Stay tuned. Yeah, you'll see.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, big one. Sorry. It's on number 3. You got some ways to go. You'll be all right. But yeah, kids. So I enjoyed it. The artwork looks great. I'm super excited to see what's going to happen in issues to come. As I said, I'm a huge huge Planet of the Apes fan. Juwlz, how'd you feel about it from what you did get to read?
Yeah, I think it's really good to see how real life they're making this book in the sense of like the panic of humans,
right?
Because you saw even in real life with the COVID shit, people were buying shit up. There was no toilet paper for months, and humans, I feel like, need someone to blame. It wasn't the apes' fault, but for so many people for so many people who'd lost loved ones, because this epidemic, pandemic is everywhere.
Yeah,
epidemic is one, but this pandemic killed a lot of people, like a lot.
Facts.
and humans, I just feel like it's our nature to need something to blame, need something to be upset about. And apes took the rap. They got smarter. They turned people into apes. But yeah, it's beautiful to see. It's going to be really interesting on how the apes and the humans are going to coexist while fighting the other.
That's a dynamic I'm really looking forward to, because you don't get that a lot in the films. You get it in the old films, humans and apes. You get their interaction. This one, you get it in the current movies. You get it a little bit. So what it's looking like they're setting up is kind of what you said, right? Human and ape interaction, maybe working on a team together to kind of find that cure against the terrorists, if you will. So I'm really excited for that as well. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's basically it, man. My brain is.
No, you're perfect. No
going
worries.
Downhill from here.
Like I said, kids, I'm really excited about it. I hope you're excited about it, because we'll be reading it, I think, from here on out. I know I will.
Sure. Yeah, I'll keep picking it up.
So
if I get anything from one, I'm going to continue.
Same. Got to collect them all. I want to be the very best. Shout out to Pokemon.
Reading books that I haven't before.
Yes, bro, that was fire.
We should make our own theme song.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Can we get in trouble for me singing the song?
Because I know they're just peaches, but I'm pretty sure if you rhyme it in that way, so you have to be like peach.
It's not the same as Jack Black when he did it.
You can be Jack White.
Thank you. All right, kids. Do we got anything else, Jules? We're all done with the content. But June 18th, Tulsa Comic Book Swap, kids. Come on out. We'll be sitting there podcasting live. It's going to be a comic book meetup concentrated and focused on all things comic books, kids. We'll have writers, artists, and booksellers, man. So definitely come out to that. You'll see me and Jules sitting at our own pod table doing this same exact thing. We'd love for you guys to come sit with us, talk about some comic books, talk about some nerdy things, talk about movies, anime, TV shows, all that good stuff under the sun. As well, we'll be doing a giveaway, kids, for some free comic books. All you'll have to do is potentially enter your name and answer a free question, or answer a question. I know me and Jules haven't came up with any questions yet, but we're still working on that, kids. So June 18th, Tulsa Comic Book Swap. What else we got, Jules?
I think that's it, really.
You guys be
that's recent.
Right.
Coming soon.
You guys be sure to check out the 50th episode of the Socks On or Off podcast. If you guys don't know, that's actually Jules' solo individual podcast where he does his thing and talks about all things,
not
substance
nerdy.
film.
Yeah.
Not nerdy. He just
nerdy.
talks. He just has a conversation with normal people, regular people about regular things in life,
Yeah.
And it gets deep, kids. So check out episode 50. Jules is going to be answering a bunch of questions. Spoiler alert. But I'm excited for it, so it'll be cool. Good way to get to know the host of Socks On or Off podcast and the other half of the Comic-Cons podcast here, Young Master Jules. Figure out how he became the master, kid. So go check that out. Go subscribe to the YouTube. Also, if you guys could, go check us out on Facebook at Comic-Cons Podcast, Instagram at Comic-Cons Podcast, YouTube at
Comic-Cons Podcast,
Spotify at
Comic-Cons Podcast.
And be sure to check out ImpulseCreations, where you can get 30% off
all pre-orders and subscriptions.
Pre-orders and subscription, kids. Well, without further ado, kids, stay collecting stuff, fellow cons. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, Jules.
May your pain be champagne, everyone.
And we out.